Howdy everyone. So, it is with a somewhat heavy heart that I bring you this video. So, probably in frame. This is a knife I made, I'm not sure how long ago, it's been a while, nearly a year anyway. It is 3/16 01 tool steel. It's got about a 3.5 inch blade, 4-inch handle. This is my personal blade. I didn't make it for myself per se, but like with many knife makers, it's the knives with defects that we end up keeping for ourselves. I doubt you'll be able to see it, but small gap developed in here. My fit and finish just wasn't tight enough. I didn't believe that I would like to pass that on to anyone else. Just the slightest gap and enough to bother me. And then right in here, the grind line just isn't even enough. You know, it's pretty darn close, but it's off enough that it bothers me. So I kept it for myself, and I've been utilizing it, you know, off and on. For those of you that don't know, I'm a wildland firefighter, just amateur hobby, this knife maker. And so I carried this with me all last year's fire season as my, you know, my go-to box cutter knife, my whittle a stick knife, my cut open MRE box, you know, whatever you need a knife for. You know, and I haven't processed any game or anything like that for it, with it, but I've been using it quite a bit, off and on, for basically utility tasks, and it served me pretty well. One thing that I ended up changing about it, I've made a number more of these, is the handle. It's fairly small. You know, the interferes with the grip. I've got a really small hand, you know, and I designed one for a friend of mine that's got quite larger hands than I, and so I ended up making the handle bigger. And after doing so, I decided that I liked the feel of that a lot better. Just the grip was better, didn't feel as tight, and felt more control and more comfortable. So this is kind of just, you know, it's a mess up. This is a mistake. I messed up on this blade and kept it just, well, because it was nice enough. And it's been serving me well, like I said. Very happy with the utilitarian uses of this blade. It works great for all that. You know, and I haven't sharpened this blade yet. You know, it hasn't touched a honing steel or a stone. I believe I have ran it across the stroke. But other than that, it's the same as it was when I began, or when I sharpened it originally. So the basics: paper, a little hang up there. You know, but like I said, I've been using this blade, so can't expect it to still be quite shaven sharp, but it's not bad. A little bit of a hang there near the belly, but not bad. You know, it's got a pretty decent edge on it. So my thought was, I'd really like to test it. You know, I've tested it, using it, utilitarian wise, but I haven't abused it at all. I think I batoned a stick with it just to see how that would go, you know, and you know, it performed adequately. But I haven't torqued on it. I haven't chopped it through a nail. None of that kind of stuff that I would never actually do with a knife. But I guess it would be nice to be able to if you had to. So that's where I'm going. You know, we'll twist on it, torque on it, and maybe in the end bend it in half and snap it, see how my grain looks. Ready for the journey? This might wobble just a little bit. Got set over here is just a small bench anvil, cutting board on top. You know, I don't want to bang the edge into steel plate if I don't have to. You know, that's not part of the test. So 2x4, you know, with the grain. You know, if I'm going to baton, I'm going to try not to go against the grain anyway. I guess that was a little overkill, huh? Let's try that again. So we'll just ease that in. You know, personally, I've never felt batoning was a very good test for edge sharpness. As soon as the edge passes the first initial bevel, the edge, basically you're just splitting the wood. You've already cut it. The edge is no longer in contact. You're testing maybe some spine durability and some lateral durability as it rides through the grain. You know, that went right through. Pretty much no issue, no problem. So now I guess the paper. Yeah. No edge damage. One would hope that one wouldn't get edge damage from just batoning a chunk of wood. But I suppose it could happen. Per se, if there was a nail or some other such entity in there. You know. Decent enough. Now this is where it's gonna hurt. You know, I would expect this to actually take a divot. This isn't a very wide bevel. You know, it's 25-degree angle, very small, almost micro bevel on that edge there. So I'm expecting this to damage my edge. Just a small, I don't know what the penny size or whatever, small galvanized nail. What we got? So I got slightest bit of deformation right there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you that. There's a scuff right there. I'm not feeling any roll. Oh, slight roll. You hear that? Let's test it through the paper. Yeah, you see that slight hang up right there, right in the middle? Right there. There's just the slightest hang. Yeah, but I'm betting that that'll stroke right out. You know, that's not, there's no dent or ding in that. So I'm thinking that'll buff right out. I don't know where that nail went. It kind of flew. I'm gonna try to show it to you. Hopefully nobody thinks that it's a, you know, a magic trick nail. Suppose we could do it again. No? Oh, there we go. So let's see here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that cut right through. That's not bad at all. Let's see if we can. Yeah, right there. See that little scuff? Yeah, just the slightest deformation right there in the tip. Something tells me that'll come right off of there. Well, I mean, I guess we're gonna go that far. Should we upgrade? Let's upgrade here. We got, what is this? A bolt. Oh, this is a mean thing to do to a blade. You know, I don't care who you are. Let's try to make sure we don't hit the exact same spot, because that's not fair. Oh, yep. Well, there we go. That busted right out of there. You see that? Look at that. It's stuck. So it torqued on it, cut right in. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that regardless. You know, I'm bummed that, of course, now my knife is broken, and that will not buff out on the stroke. But how's that grain look? That looks pretty good. 01 tool steel, heat treated in a coal forge. Brought up to non-magnetic. Slightly higher. Cooked, washing it in the flame to try to keep an even color and heat for about 10 minutes. And that's what we got. So, what else? As we torque on it, finish her off, huh? Give me just a minute to set up and we'll see how that goes. I know, my videography is just top notch, no? Let's try this again. Videographer, I am not. There we go. She's better there. Nice and tight. Let's see here. Handy dandy pipe. Very important. Eye protection. I just don't. Now. Oh, look at that. What we got? Some light torques, see? Whether she bends or flexes. It's good flex. You can see here where my pin scales, or that gap, that weak point that we weren't happy about to begin with. Yeah, slight bend down here in the spine, huh? I'm gonna need some more torquing power. What do we got? We have got nothing. Where do they go? Huh? I mean, that should do it, no? Face shield on. It's painful. I almost make a guy cry. Alright. Well. We'll let you guys decide. Maybe a little on the big side. Yeah. Ain't bad, huh? See where it broke there? Right at that pin. See that gap? Until that gap is there, there's all kinds of crud that got in there. See? Can't be having that. That's soot and ash from carrying it around on the fire line. Well, there we have it. She's been destroyed. I don't know. Why don't you guys leave me some comments? Tell me what you think about that grain. I think it looks alright. Maybe a little chunky. Smoother down here on the edge. You know, here you're getting up the spine, up in the back. You know, where you're not paying as much attention to the heat. Should we try and snap that blade? You know, maybe I was torquing too much and I got the handle too much. So let's try that. You know, I aim to fully harden, but I pay more attention to, you know, the blade heat, blade color, the shadows going across the blade, what temps those are telling me, because, you know, in my opinion, that's what's more important. That's where we're getting our story straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak. Yeah, the whole body weight sitting on that. Looks like it took a bend though, huh? Yeah, body weight. I'm like a buck 30. We're bending. You know, that's a fine line though, between that bend and break. Like, what do we want it to do? You know, I don't want it just to snap right off. And you don't want it to just bend in half. So, with that fine line between bending and breaking, in my opinion. I need a little bit more oomph on there. Alright. So that didn't work. Let's go direct. Remove these soft jaws. There's no need for them, they were just in there already. Crank her down. Make sure we're secure. We'll try again. Now you YouTube folks are gonna say, oh, you should have planned better. Oh, how come you didn't have this set up already? How come you didn't know how you were gonna go about doing what you're doing? I'm not that kind of guy. Alright. We got the breakage there. Ooh, now looky there. Those jaws had to cut right in there. That took some doing. Shard here. A little big on the grain size there, huh? What say you? Let me know what you think. Good, bad, other. I think she held up all right. Oh, nice little spear tip, huh? Well, folks, thank you for your time. Hope you enjoyed that as much as I didn't. Well, I mean, it's good to test your wares. You did all right. See you next time.